But we pulled the card out of that trail cam that we had just behind me. When we looked at that card, all we seen just a bunch of does, and they were mainly moving in the middle of the night. And then the main thing is that we found out when we were walking out, there was 3 other hunters already here. What that tells us is there's too much pressure in this area on this side where we're at right now. So we're gonna take these stands down and move them to an area where we think we can get away from almost all the people, where the bucks feel safe and secure and are gonna be moving during daylight hours. When you have this much hunting pressure this early, that means that the bucks aren't gonna be here. Our trail cam proved it, and we know just from hunting public land long enough that the bucks aren't gonna be here. So there's no use in us sitting in this stand for another 2 weeks and then moving. And it may seem like a hassle that we're taking these tree stands down after we just hung them like maybe 2 weeks ago, but that's what you have to do on public land. Is if there's no deer in the area, no bucks in the area, you need to move and find the area where the bucks are. And that's why investing in the right equipment is so important. And as we were walking in to go get that camera, all of a sudden Brody goes, "There's a deer right there." He seen 2 bucks jump up. As soon as those bucks worked their way off, Brody went right over, found their bed. This area is river bottom, so it is flat as a pancake, but there's a little ridge that runs north and south through this area, and our suspicion was that that's where the bucks would bed because they have that ridge to their back. The wind blows over that ridge, they can look out the opposite direction, see anything coming from that way, smell anything coming up over the ridge. We found a tree stand tree that'll allow me to see when those bucks get up out of their bed, the trails they're using to go to and from their bed, and I can also see the dry river behind me. So that gives me a couple of great shot opportunities to be able to target the bucks that are using this area. And on the way out, Brody was walking. He's a shed master this weekend because he found this big, thick 4x4 shed down there. So now we know for sure there are big bucks in that area. We also have another stand location picked out, and that was the reason we went to this location in the first place, is we couldn't get to that one back along the river that we wanted to. We're also going to wait till the first part of October to go hang that stand just because it's easier to get in there. The river's not so high, mosquitoes, all that same stuff that goes with this other stand. So I'm going to be up in the eastern part of Nebraska. I'm going to be doing some hunting up there in the coming weeks, and in the first part of October, we're going to get back down here to our Southern Public Land Unit. I'm excited to get back down there. Can't wait till that time. We'll hang those stands, we'll hunt it, and hopefully the rut will start to pick up. Bucks will start to move a little bit more at that time, and maybe we can get a buck down first part of October. Well, I got this tree stand put up here in an area where we tried to scout before, but we couldn't get back in here. We knew we wanted to get as far back on this property as we could, so that's really all I did, was get back here as far as I could. And behind me, there's a thicket that comes around, and there's a little spot where they can cross right here. They're going this way, so nothing can get behind me. There's a cornfield directly behind me. There's a creek right down in front of me. I can't really see through there now, but once the leaves fall off, we think they're bedding on the other side of this creek. I don't really know what to hear. There was another hunter's tree stand on the way in, so that probably means there are some deer in the area. But we'll see what this spot has in store for us. Hopefully it's a good spot for us. It looks like it sets up well if what I'm thinking is actually what the deer are doing. Only time will tell.